Hooper versus Alex Caceres, June 6, UFC 250, the main event of the prelims. UFC is obviously pushing Chase Hooper. They like the kid. If he gets a win here, it could be big. Us hardcores all know Alex Caceres. He's a pretty big name. 10 plus UFC fight veteran. So yeah, Chase Hooper can get this win. Headlining the prelims, it'll be a pretty good win for him, and the only way is up. Let me start by saying I've never really been a big believer in Chase Hooper. Yeah, he's great on the mat, but I just don't like his wrestling. All the steps before actually getting the fight to the mat, I really don't like what I see from Chase Hooper. So yeah, anyways, the Chase Hooper is minus 160 right now. Alex Caceres is plus 140. Okay, so I think this fight is going to be obviously Chase Hooper looking for the takedown, trying to get Caceres, wrapping him up, trying to take his back. I don't necessarily think Chase Hooper needs a takedown here. It can be sort of similar to what Conor Gracie did in a way, to where he didn't even drag Caceres down. He just he grabbed a hold of him and he got around to his back, took the back against the cage, and shortly after sunk in a rear naked choke. Yeah, I don't necessarily think Hooper needs to take Caceres down here. I actually do think Caceres' takedown defense is pretty good. I know it's 58% on Fight Metric, according to Fight Metric, but I think it's a little bit better than that. But Chase Hooper is just not conventional. His takedowns aren't conventional at all. He sort of just rushes in, blitzes in, and just grabs a hold of you and tries to drag you down. That's the thing I don't like. I think probably if he gets this win and he moves up the ladder and he's fighting higher ranked guys, he's going to have trouble with that, because if you don't have a single leg, you don't have a double leg, your timing's not there, he's going to struggle with these higher ranked guys. Maybe with Caceres it won't matter as much, but I just don't like that in Chase Hooper's game. His wrestling isn't there. His timing isn't there. Those takedown attempts are sloppy. They're forced. That's my biggest problem with Chase Hooper. But yeah, I think Alex Caceres has a huge advantage on the feet here. I think if Alex Caceres can circle laterally, continue moving laterally, mess up the timing of Chase Hooper, I think he can have a lot of success striking on the feet. Some people have said that they think Hooper can hang on the feet with Caceres. Maybe he could, but I think if you were to tell me over 5 minutes or 15 minutes, I'd take Caceres in a striking battle with Chase Hooper probably 95% of the time. So I think it's going to be a lopsided striking match on the feet if Chase Hooper can't get this takedown. I wouldn't be surprised if Alex Caceres knocks out Chase Hooper and hands him his first loss if Chase Hooper can't get this takedown. So yeah, I think the line's getting a little too wide in my opinion. I would not recommend a play on Chase Hooper here at minus 160. And I don't necessarily think it's one takedown and it's over for Chase Hooper. I've seen him give up position, go for a submission and give up position plenty of times in his regional fights. And not to mention his last two fights versus Luis Gomez and his island fight against Sky, and even the one before that, he went to a split draw with a guy who I believe was like 8-10 at the time. So it's just, anyways, to my point, versus Luis Gomez, Titan FC, his opponents are taking him down, man. They're doing the work for Chase Hooper in a way. Both of those guys went in with a game plan to take Chase Hooper down. It's mind-boggling. How is your approach fighting Chase Hooper to take him down? That's where Chase Hooper's is best, and it's obvious. I just don't see how someone would give him that. His takedowns suck as it is. Why are you gonna take the fight to the mat for him? So you go back and watch those fights and it's just like, what the fuck are these guys doing? For one, I'll tell you for a fact, Alex Caceres is not gonna look to take Chase Hooper down at any point in this fight. Now I would hope if Chase Hooper takes him down and misses some submission opportunity and Chase Hooper lands up on his back, I would hope Alex Caceres gets back up to his feet, and he needs to realize that he needs to strike with Chase Hooper, and that's his best chance to win here. But yeah, Alex Caceres is not going to be looking for the takedown. He's not going to give Chase Hooper a takedown. He's not going to give Chase Hooper the fight that he wants. So yeah, I think if you're on the Chase Hooper side, first of all, I would not recommend a straight bet on Chase Hooper at minus 160. The line's getting way too wide in my opinion. I think on paper you look at it, like Chase Hooper, all these submissions, Alex Caceres, all these submission losses, and you automatically want to bet Chase Hooper. I don't think it's as simple as that, guys. I think some people are overrating Hooper and disrespecting Alex Caceres a little bit. That's just me. That's my opinion. But I think the best way to attack the fight if you're on Chase Hooper is obviously by submission or Chase Hooper in rounds 1 or 2. I think if this fight extends to the 3rd round, I think that means Alex Caceres has had some success in rounds 1 and 2. So I don't think he's going to get the job done in round 3. If you're on Caceres, I would probably go with the money line at plus 140. I don't think I wouldn't be surprised if Alex Caceres knocks him out, but I don't think at plus 330 inside the distance is good enough to take that prop. Maybe the KO prop can be a little bit better. But overall, the total rounds came out today, which is actually pretty surprising. They came out on a Monday, but it was set at 2.5, 2.5 rounds. I actually like the look of that. I think the best way to bet this fight is probably going with the under 2.5 rounds at minus 115, near pick'em. I think there's some value attached to that, considering fight doesn't go to decision is minus 175. I think you're getting some value here at minus 115, under 2.5 rounds. Like I said, I can see a submission in rounds 1 or 2 for Chase Hooper. He may make it look pretty easy. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is one takedown, one back take, and it's over. But also, like I said, I can see Caceres knocking this kid out and handing him his first loss. I would not be surprised. Chase Hooper's striking defense is virtually invisible. It's not even there. He doesn't move his head. His striking, to me, in my opinion, is quite awful. So yeah, I think Caceres can knock him out, or I don't think a club and sub is very likely. I think if he rocks him and he somehow falls him to the ground and tries to TKO him, he might end up in an armbar position with Hooper grabbing an arm from his back. So yeah, I think the best way to attack this fight is under 2.5 rounds. That's probably my best bet, my best advised bet to you guys for this fight. But yeah, let me know. Are you guys betting Chase Hooper here? Did you grab it earlier in the week at a lower line? Maybe I wouldn't hate that if you got minus 130, minus 120 or so. But currently, I would not bet Chase Hooper at minus 160. I think the value is on Alex Caceres at the money line price at plus 140. But best bet under 2.5 rounds. Let me know in the comments who you guys are betting. And yeah, see you guys Saturday, June 6th, UFC 250.